BYU outfielder Brock Hale expected to be drafted today or early tomorrow.
It's funny how it works out when we announce something like that. That guy is in Studio B.
Hey.
Brock Hale, welcome back
There
to
he
the
is.
show, Brock.
How's it going?
Great.
How are you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm excited, nervous, a lot of everything. There's a lot of emotions going on.
This interview is not going to be that bad. It's going to be okay.
Do you have
I get
Yeah, this is the least of it right here. I was looking forward to this.
Okay. Do you have service in here? Are you sure you can get text messages?
Call my
I
phone
don't
right now and make sure.
I hope. Let's see.
Is this a situation where
Yeah, we got Wi-Fi.
You got
good.
okay, you're good.
is this
good.
a situation where if you get a call like during this interview from a number you don't have that you need to pick it up? Because it could be something.
Probably.
Yeah, I'd probably be out here pretty quick. I don't know.
And we'd be
we've never
totally,
had that.
we'd be
We've never
totally
had
fine
that,
with
but
that.
Yeah,
That could happen.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but if that were to happen, yeah, I mean, I would definitely answer it. I apologize.
This is the Yankees. We'd like you to replace Aaron Judge. She's not that good. We'd like you to come up immediately.
Oh my goodness.
Got to grow like 9 inches first for that.
The emotions of today are palpable for sure. When do you expect to get that call and to be drafted?
It's really hard to say because, you'll hear different things here and there, but obviously the goal is to go top 10. For me, that's my goal, and but you never know. It's so unpredictable. You don't know when people are going to call. You don't know like how you match up on the big board with teams and stuff like that, and so it's just really up in the air. I want to say I could go top 10. Like I feel like with my season stuff, I think I did that, but you just never know like how they're thinking. You just don't know. It's weird.
What matters more to you when you go in the draft? Because there's obvious compensation associated with the bonus from that pick.
Yeah, being a top 10 round
or
draft
what team drafts you.
Yeah, honestly, whatever team drafts me, that's my favorite team. The other guys took a chance on me, but obviously, no one wants to get signed for nothing. You'd want to get more compensation, but team wise, it doesn't matter to me. My passion is to play baseball. If it's for the Yankees, Dodgers, it doesn't matter to me.
Jacob Brugman just told us that his bit of advice for a guy like you and other guys that are hoping to make the jump is not to worry so much about when you get drafted. He's a 17th round guy, and now he's playing for the big club after 4 years of consistently producing. So how do you stay in that mindset where it's like, okay, you want to be drafted in the top 10 rounds, but that doesn't happen. It's nice to have a guy like that show you that it can be done.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stories about guys, who didn't go very high, but, they make it to the big leagues and stuff like that. So I think that's, kind of the biggest thing in the mindset. It's just that, I think, wherever I've been, I've been able to exceed expectations. And, it's not like I came in here, being a big recruit, but, I was able to produce and have a good season. And I just have the confidence that, if I, get that chance to play, that, there's always a chance, for me to get better. And I just feel like I'm getting started. And, I've been back from my mission not even 2 years yet. And, I'm still getting better. I still got things to work on and improve. And, it's just about getting in the system and, being able to prove that, I can hang with those guys and, make it to the MLB like, Jacob Brugman.
Do you want to make the jump, or do you want to do that no matter what, or does it depend where you get drafted?
So that's the other thing. I'm more leaning towards, going in the draft. It would have to be something very, very low for me not to. Because obviously, I want to get my education, but this is, an opportunity that, doesn't, present itself very often and stuff like that. So, I'm more leaning towards, just going to the draft and, just having that experience and, trying to take it as far and as long as I can.
Now, it's an interesting dynamic when you get drafted early out of college, balancing professional baseball, and you said that it's still important to you to finish your degree. So what kind of things are in place for a professional baseball player to be able to do that, to still get a degree but focus on, the baseball?
Yeah, I know some guys do it differently. I know they a lot of times, like with guys who are either in high school or come out of college at their junior year, they kind of have a plan with your signing bonus or in your contract about, your education, that you can come back whenever you're done. Or I know even some guys might do it, like a semester in the off season. I really don't know a ton about, which, what's the best option or when it is. But I think if I were to, the way I would to do it would just be, focus wholeheartedly on baseball. I mean, and then however long that, takes, and then come back and, finish my degree.
Can you imagine your manager coming in? Brock, did you do your
You have some
your
homework.
econ homework?
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't really care about that.
Today is the worst day to discuss academics. It's the day you're going to be drafted.
Yes.
You want to move on. You're like, I'm tired of American Heritage.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I did that. Like,
I turned in my
get me
final.
out of here.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. Who's the most excited, like, in your family? Who's the one person that's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait?
It's kind of weird because my sister Trisha is, she's like research junkie. Like she's just like, like she wants to know everything. I mean, obviously my parents and my wife, but I think my wife is more just like nervous, like sick. Like she's like, oh, I'm so sick. Like I don't know if it's exciting, but it's also just like,
Where are
can't
we
even
going to
think-
be
yeah.
living?
He wants to know
Yeah.
how high the balance on the credit card is going to be. So she's like, 3rd round, let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure like I would probably say, it's hard to say who's most excited. But I would say probably my wife is most nervous.
The answer is us. We're the most excited.
That's right.
The answer is we are stoked.
Yeah, we.
I want to ask you about this past season with BYU baseball. It
Yeah.
was one for the history books. You get to your first NCAA regional in 15 years. You win a game at the NCAA regional, eliminating a team. What was that experience like for you and the guys to get back to that level for the first time in a while?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit different for me just because I haven't been on the team as long. I mean, there's guys who, came their freshman year and went on their mission and came back and, are graduating. So they probably have a little bit better idea. But because, I mean, from my first year, that was the expectation. We win our conference, we go to the regional. But just knowing that, yeah, obviously we didn't get the result we wanted in the regional. I mean, we obviously thought we could have done better. But, I mean, just that breaking those barriers and, it's not like, oh, can we win our conference or can we go to regional? It's, that's the expectation is to go to regional, to win our conference. And now, like, the next goal is, to go to regional, win that regional, and go to super regional. So I think for the program, for us as a team, that was special. So I can't, it was exciting and it was fun.
Today is a day that could validate all the work that you put in your entire life. Like, this is a huge day. If not today, tomorrow. When did you want to become a major or a professional baseball player? How old were you?
Honestly, I was probably like 4 or 5. Ever since I, played baseball, that's as long as I can remember. I've always wanted to be a major leaguer. Like they ask you, oh, like what do you want to be like when you grow up? Major leaguer. And it's kind of that's why it's kind of like surreal that like wow, like this moment's like actually like. This is obviously like a part in the plan, or part of the process, and it's like, yeah, it's just like it's almost surreal that like we're at this point, and that's what you're waiting for to kind of get that call, and like, hey, like you have a chance to go play pro ball, and that's kind of like your door into making it to the major leagues, and so to me, it's honestly a special moment for me, and so it's really. It's really humbling, like just that that your hard work does pay off, and so I'm really excited for it.
Batting .395 will do that.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. Brock, we are stoked for you as much as Trisha and your wife. We're feeling the emotions.
Holly.
Yeah.
Holly
Yeah.
is excited.
Yeah.
I bet.
We appreciate you coming in on such a crazy day, and let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma. That's worked out for you in the past.
Yeah, it has.
So
I'll take all the karma I can get.
You haven't received a text or phone call during this conversation.
I have received a text. I
oh,
felt
okay.
a
He's got to
buzz.
check it. He's got to check it, people. We got to
Was
get
it
out
a
the
Twitter
air now.
mention?
Let's see.
What was it? You're gonna have money to be able to fix that
Oh my
screen, by the way.
goodness.
In a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I prefer to call it the Spider-Man edition, so it's a classic.
Yeah,
It is. Dennis
absolutely.
Pitta came in from the Ravens with a cracked screen. I was like, you signed a $32 million contract. Why do you have a cracked phone screen?
Brock, thanks for joining us, man.